What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Stoey Vids video. So you guys know there's a TerraGroup Trail quest going on these days, so I've been trying to finish them up. I came up to part 19 and want to give you guys a full guide on what my thought process was and what I went about it, how to finish the quest. So here's a full guide on how to do the TerraGroup Trail part 19 in the safest route, or just the easiest to get it done. Yeah, so of course I wanted to do this because as a reward you get like 2 extra rows of inventory stash space in the upcoming wipe. So I had to give y'all some tips and tricks to finish it yourself. So now of course your boy has to run fully kitted, of course. Got the Gila mask with a flare thermal, and so let's start with the quest premise. You basically have to kill 7 targets, and it could be PMCs, scavs, bosses, doesn't matter, in a single raid during nighttime. And that is between 22 and 5. Afterwards, you have to go to the top of the lighthouse at the pier and shoot a yellow flare from the flare gun. Now you have received this flare gun as initial equipment from Fence. You should be able to use that flare gun and shoot the yellow flare from it. And as last, you have to survive the raid and extract all in one singular raid, which is kind of crazy to think about, and especially like later down when everybody has this quest and trying to do it simultaneously. Yeah. Now if you lose this flare gun from dying, you might be able to do the barter from Jaeger level 3. That barters it for 3 PMT pistols, 2 TT-33 pistols, and 1 gunpowder eagle. And if you can't do that, Prapor level 1 also sells. I've noticed he also sells the reactive signal cartridge that you can use by hand, so you don't need to use the flare gun then. Now I'm not sure if this one works because I did like do it in this one raid, but I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing. You're gonna go all the way to the top of the pier and then shoot it with the. It should be able to work because it's also a yellow flare from the hand. Like it's kind of the same as the one from the red flare that you just get in your scavs that you can shoot for the airdrop. Yeah. Now make sure you go all the way to the top of the lighthouse of the pier, because if you shoot it from down below, the flare doesn't reach a certain height, so you're gonna waste that opportunity then. So make sure you go all the way up top, shoot it from the top, and then aim above and shoot it in the air, like you're gonna see later down in the video. Now, of course, it's kind of like it's at nighttime, yellow flare, and it's gonna be wide open. You guys know what's gonna go down. It's gonna be like full of people trying to, yeah, I say it. People trying to camp you out. They're probably like running. Of course, like the more people that get this quest, the harder it's gonna be. So I suggest you guys to run it ASAP, as soon as possible, because I've been seeing like a lot of cheaters on running this quest right now. It's just too rough right now. So I suggest you guys to run it fast as ASAP. People are running like full 5-man teams doing this stuff, fully geared, and everybody's like gonna use the thermal, repower, flare, and it's gonna be pretty hard to deal with that. Now, also don't forget about the extra campers. So because you have to survive. Don't forget, you have to survive the raid and get out. And the extra campers at tunnel and road to customs, or path to lighthouse is gonna be pretty obnoxious to deal with. And especially with thermal, you're pretty much easy target to shoot at, and then kill you and get your gear, and you're probably gonna like be furious. You know what I mean? Now I also suggest you to run stimulants during this raid. Very important, of course. That's what I'm doing also. I run the Terminal, the 3B TGN, and the SJ6. And I also suggest you guys to have like an extra one of them in your injector's case, because if they run out later, and like imagine if you kill 7 raids, or like kill 7 targets, and then you have to go to extraction point. You don't have the boat pier. You have to run all the way to road customs or tunnel, and it will be kind of annoying that you're running out of stamina, and then die from just standing in the open and get shot by someone with a thermal or like an extra camper. So It's not fun, so it's better just go in quick, in and out. So make sure you always bring like 3 of these, actually 6 in total. Then terminal, 3B TGN, and the SJ6. Don't forget it. Also, make sure you also have food and water, because you're gonna be running a lot all over the place, and you're gonna run out of energy. Hopefully, you guys have the max metabolism, so you don't die from it. Make sure you bring food and water, maybe twice. And yep. To counter all that, I suggest you guys do the same as me. Run a full gear set, either like slick or like so some tier 6, some tier 5, with like what I did is I if I had an Alton or like Risky, I would run it, but I didn't have to. But I did have the tequila helmet, like a face mask, just to be sure. No random PMC just or scavs face tap you or whatever, and kill you just like that. I also had a backup like headset, the contact force, just to see if I can hear someone, like if I go to resort or not. And yeah, just know the coast is clear. So yeah, I suggest you guys do that too. Have some backup gear or something, and especially a thermal, man. Thermals, just scan everything. Scan everything. Make sure like look left, right, up, center. Like just pretty much copy what I'm doing right now. And yeah, as for the strat, yeah, you can take your time with this quest. If you're playing it safe, here's the strat. Go for all the sniper scavs at weather station and behind the resort, close by the tank that you have to mark for one of Peacekeeper's quest. Now these sniper scavs, they sometimes spawn with 1, but also sometimes they can spawn with 2. And after a certain time, they reset. So if you kill them after a certain time passes, they'll respawn. So you can always come back, check again if the sniper scavs spawn there. So the one at the weather station, the one at the back of the rock. Also, what nice is because of this quest, there are weird scavs now. So there are weird scavs because of this quest. You know, we have to find the Abdolbus, and these do count because it's any target. So, and these always spawn right now because of the quest. And there are 3 weird scavs over there. So you can just kill those 2 if you're fast enough. But you gotta also watch out if people are also not gonna do the same thing. So yeah, make sure you can always like look for one more scav you can check back. There's also scavs at the gas station, of course, and always 2 to 3 scavs at the pier area after a certain time. So if you have like 4 scavs left, you can always check the pier, and then you can do it all simultaneously, together. You kill the 3 scavs at the pier, because after a certain time, like 3 always spawn there, 2 to 3, and then shoot the flaring, get out. Or you can also go for the spot below the resort with all the buses, the parking spot. Sometimes like 2 scavs spawn there too. Now if you want to risk it, you can just go kill Sanitar and the goons at cottage, because they are 100% spawn chance right now. And that should be 7 targets in total, I think, because Sanitar has, or 6. I don't know if Sanitar had, I forgot if Sanitar had 2 bodyguards or 3. So yeah, I mean, the goons are always 3, you know, so you can kill that. Kill Sanitar, you got 6, and then search for 1 random scav and kill him. But of course, it's the bosses, and I mean, you've seen Big Pipe with the Bird Eye. They just like snipe people from far away. But the good thing is it's nighttime, you know, so they don't really see you that well. So you might be able to sneak in there, kill them. But I'm sure there are also other PMCs there, so you have to fight them too. So it's kind of risky, but if you could try, you could do. Or you can, of course, like, yeah, just go PvP, kill all the PMCs, get out. But I ain't gonna lie, man, PMCs be cracked right now with this guy. With this quest going on, the PMCs be head-eyesing me 24/7. It's crazy. Yeah, and there's also the chance you run into cheaters, so it's just kind of rough, but yeah. And they also go in full groups. Now, I also want to touch on the subject of the servers that you might run. If you could try Middle Eastern server, or Russia West, or Europe East, or NA East, or NA Southeast, I've noticed these servers do always like help me out. I don't know what it is, like just put on that one, because sometimes no people like or sometimes I've encountered like less cheaters on these servers, but you could try it out to see what works for you. But I know sometimes at a certain time zone, a lot of cheaters are just like everywhere in some of these servers, so you gotta watch out. So you have to like pinpoint perfectly which server of these has no yeah, I say sus players on it. You know what I mean? Anyway, now after all that, you shot the flare up, you gotta extract. Hopefully if you have the peer boat extract, I didn't have it of course, you're good to go. But if you don't have it, you have to go to the path to lighthouse, or road to customs. That's why I suggest you guys to run it immediately, this quest, because you know there comes the time when everybody has this quest and people are trying to like shoot each other over. Yeah, so that means a lot more extra campers, a lot more people camping pier, a lot more people camping tunnel, lighthouse, road to customs, and it's definitely not going to be fun, not at all. But yeah, anyways, man, enjoy the rest of the raid. Thanks for watching. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Help a brother out, bro. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Enjoy the rest of the raid. Peace out. Stoey Vids out, baby. Let's get it.